I am attempting to harden off my seeds. It's not going well. It's going decent, but this is my first time actually doing this. Last season I didn't start anything indoors, so all of this is new to me. I am about to fertilize. It's so early. Let's look at the sky. The moon is still out. This is the perfect time to fertilize your gardens. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to do. You guys, if you've seen my videos, you know that I use and make my own compost tea, which has been extremely beneficial to my garden. I'll say one of the most beneficial things that I've done for it thus far. I'm also out here looking for Gary the Possum Puss, because he's been making appearances whenever he feels like it. Possums are pretty friendly, so for this week's video, or I should say next week's video. It's this week for me, next week for you. But yeah, that's fine. It's so early. I haven't had much motivation in the garden because it's been so cold. Today is actually decent. It's probably only like 50, which I can do. It's when it's in the 40s and the 30s that I just don't understand why I would even subject myself to that kind of torture. Being a Floridian, at least, I don't have to. I understand that some gardeners, they have to. This is the camera that I use to record, by the way. It is a Sony A6400. But I know that's not why you guys are here. So, yeah, this is the garden. It is still looking pretty devastating. I'm not even going to lie. My whole point in being out here right now is solely to fertilize what is growing. So, like this spinach, I'm gonna fertilize because I can still see that it has some green, even though it looks so hit. I'm not gonna fertilize these eggplants, but it is coming up on our last frost date. Our last frost date is January 30th. So once January 31st hits, I'm pruning these back, taking all the dead foliage off, and then I'm gonna start fertilizing these as well. I'll be fertilizing these little baby kale that are here, the ones that are still doing okay. Oh, there's a little worm. There was Swiss chard here, but it seems to have succumbed to the constant weather changes. It's supposed to be frost tolerant, but I'm thinking those seedlings were just too small. Just too small to withstand all of that, but I'm gonna put my gloves on. We also just got the yard treated for ants because we had really bad fire ants, and they were biting my baby. So at this point, I felt like we had no choice. And yeah, we got the yard treated, so I'm also gonna be going around and checking to see if any of the beds are still ridden with fire ants or present with fire ants. See if they've left. I know there's a hot spot right by our trellis. So, let's see. This is a plumeria. It looks horrible. Holy shoot. I really hope it's okay. Wow. This is my first time actually looking at it. It almost looks diseased. Oh yeah, that's hollow. Yeah, this is done. Wow. That sucks. I could literally snap it in half. There doesn't seem to be any ants present there. Let's see about over here. This is where they usually are. Don't see any here. My husband told me that he came out and that, oh, look at the agave. Damn. Honestly, guys, that's another reason why I haven't really been in the garden, because look at this stuff. Like, it's just sad. It's just really sad, and there's nothing that I can do. It's natural. I know next season they will be back like they never left, so I'm just ready to come out when it's all pretty, you know? I'm not seeing any ants. He told me that he saw ants. I'm not, which is a blessing. I just don't want to be naive about it and there still be ants everywhere. Because, like, when I tell you they were messing Zion up, it was just horrible. Really freaking sad to watch, but I'm not seeing any. That's another thing with mulching your yards. I didn't realize or really anticipate it until it was too late, that once you mulch in your yard, you can no longer see where the ant beds are. So literally you can be standing in an ant bed and have no idea until you're just ridden of ants. Whoa, this is a butterfly pea. That's cool. Or until you've just been completely taken over. And by then it's too late, you know? So if you're gonna do a mulched yard, just make sure that you treat if you have an ant problem already, because it'll just make it worse. Well, seems to be pretty boring this morning. No one's here, just talking in an empty room, so maybe later. Peace.